Morning, everybody. Shane Carlisle, 15th of the 8th, 2022, at 5:30 in the morning. I was just going through what I was looking at last night and I was amazed by what I saw. So I thought I'd record it and put it out there. So let's start. Okay, so the G card clocked this little signature pattern happen as soon as it opened up down in the 15-minute. This is why it's important about your times. Okay, so I saw the accumulation happening. So yeah, I've gone down it. I think I'm in the 5-minute. Just looking for a little tag in. Hopefully to come and recoup some of this IPA. So a 1 to 4 at the top of it. A 1 to 9 at the bottom of it. Or it might bust through. We don't know. But it's a lovely signature. Same again. We've had the accumulation through the night. We've had the break out to clear all this money. The break down to clear all this money. It's already had this candle here. So this is irrelevant. But that's like the low candle. But there is some IPA sort of here, but there's IPA all up here as well. So we are in the 15-minute. So it's bounced there. You could see it because it's broke structure, but it didn't break that structure. So we are sort of going sideways. So there's no saying they don't come back for this. It's not been here yet. That order's not been filled. Doji, but I always roll them together. If it was to drop through the it was to drop through to that. So 1 to 13, but to previous lows, 1 to 4. The Euro AUD, I drew this line last night. This is where it started getting a little interesting, so I thought I'd record it. These big white lines are my daily bankers, and then I've got big blue ones on top for daily ones above, obviously. But I drew this line last night before I went to bed. I said I'd like to see it break this before I looked. It's already mitigated this daily bankers candle here. Yeah. Created the structure through the night. We broke out about 10 minutes ago, just as I was looking through, which then once that stops and turns, at the moment the fib's set to there, which gives me that area with all this imbalance with a 1 to 6. We've had the mitigation, so you could really class that, but it's not been back. It broke, didn't come back to that one, and then it mitigated again off that candle. Took off. Now we've broke that. I'm looking for here to previous highs for a 1 to 6. The GJ, we're down here. We've just come to collect from here, but we are so we've created. So you've got this move down here that needs We are coming down. But we've got this here in the fib zone with the IPA that it can't break. So we could possibly see a bounce here. This is what I drew on last night just to see. It's already sort of took the other way. CAD J. Fib. Candle. Stop loss. It's just come tagged in nearly. Kept me in by about a pip. It's just broke structure there. Came back. Mitigated. Now luckily, hopefully see previous highs for a 1 to 5. See top highs, I'm going for a 1 to 7. Well, that's activated, that's already happened, and we've had the double mitigation. So that's just a trade you just have to watch. The odd J, I drew this line last night. Respect, it's mitigated the candle. I wait for it to mitigate and then break, which it did do. So now my position, once this stops falling, I'll possibly look for around here. I bring the position over. That's sort of what I'd like to see. We've had the mitigation, we've had the break of structure. That move there didn't break that structure, but that move ultimately did. So that gives me that candle in the 15-minute for a turnaround, tag down, and then a possible drop to collect this IPA here. So you could possibly sit at the top of that IPA for a 1 to 6. The UJ, that's just blasted straight through. I didn't put a fib on. See, this is why you do every step. The fib zone would have given me that, which is already marked up, you see. I put the fib on. Fib zone. See how they took half of that IPA back? Didn't quite have the steam to get the rest. You'd have covered that one, it'd have still knocked you out. But this is what I was saying to my friend today. The banks know about smart money people. They know about, so on the odd time where you think it's not worked, it has. They've just thrown a few extra million in to knock the smart monies out because they've seen it happening. But then they're obviously going to get complacent over time, and sometimes they're not going to think, "Oh, I need to dump that little bit more money in." You know, it's a psychological game that you play with the banks and they play with us. But once you can get your probabilities down where you're not touching your trades, yes, if it goes through like that, you've lost 1%. But if it doesn't, then you're up by 5. You know, you're up by 8 or 7.5. But Chief, what's going on here? Sort of going sideways. Probably right. That it's not quite broke, but it's broke that structure, which should give you that candle. Because that move broke. I'd like to see it come down to possibly there, which should give me that fib zone with that sat behind it with the IP8. So if we leave that fib on, I'd like to see it come to here. USD chief. Let's get rid of these. I've not looked down this far down my list for a while. What was that? 1 to 16. Trending down. Not broke anything to give me any signal that we're. That's not broke. That's just moving sideways. I mean, if I got in there, I'd possibly see something. For me, that's the only thing that's standing out. But it's not broke that, but it's broke all this. There's nothing broke under here. Nothing broke. I'm still actually waiting on this to come down to accumulation, breakout, candle. You're in. You've got a stop loss of here. But I know that this is under here because that caused that there. It was actually that caused the break. What there's IPA sat there. You see how it's sort of bounced, resting on it. And now we're just sort of going sideways. Chief JPY. Let's get rid of these. Okay. What's happening? Need to. Right, so this is trending up. Is it? No, trending down. But right, so it's just add that back. Turned out his condition was off. It must have been fake. Right, so we've just had the break. And the breakout, back down, caught it, breakout, caught it. I'd like to see that break before. We are still sort of gradually going up. So we come off that. Okay, yeah. Let's just have a quick look back and I'll wrap it up. So this is very close to getting me in. Obviously, get down in the 5, you can see it a bit more prominent on the accumulation. The break, just coming. If I've missed it by that much, I'll be absolutely gutted. Comes down in the 1 minute. Yeah, so it has just tagged, but I'm hoping it comes a little bit further in just to get my entry, which I think I took in a 3 minute. Yeah. I'm gonna go down cold all time 55059. 5099. Okay, guys, I'll round it off now. Hope you all have an amazing morning. I'll get this uploaded now so you can sort of see what I've been looking at. And yeah, let's get it. See you on the next one, guys.